Biodiversity is the variety of life in a habitat or in an ecosystem. The Philippines is part of the 17 mega biodiverse countries where two-thirds of the Earth's species could be found. Our country is also high in endemic rate, meaning to say that we have a lot of species that are unique only to the Philippines. In total, we have 9,250 plant species, 185 bird species, 100 mammal species, 160 reptilian species, 90 amphibian species, 65 freshwater fish species, and 21,000 insect species that are all endemic to the Philippines. The most recognizable among them are the Philippine eagle, the Philippine crocodile, the Mindoro bleeding heart, the rufous-headed hornbill, the hawksbill sea turtle, the red-vented cockatoo, and the water buffalo, which is also known as the tamaraw. So you may ask, what is the cause of this problem with our biodiversity? First and foremost is the lack of environmental education of the Filipinos. Lake Lanao is the best representation of the hastiness and lack of planning and foresight of our people. Originally, Lake Lanao is home to 22 native cyprinid species, meaning freshwater species like carps and minnows. The local government unknowingly introduced invasive species. Among them are tilapias, mudfishes, and catfishes into the lake in hopes of boosting its fish production. It ultimately resulted in the extinction of 18 of the native species in the lake. The second problem is industrialization. Because we are now in the age of modern technology, business ventures, both global and local, aims to expand their profits and earnings. Land is converted into subdivisions, malls, and factories which were once habitats of animals and other species. And because the market is saturated with demands, more and more factories create these products in order to satisfy the customers. In turn, this exhausts our resources and produces a lot of pollutants which then get released into lakes, rivers, and bays, which harm the species who primarily depends from these natural resources for food and habitat. From mining alone, we have 44 companies that desecrate mountains and forests in search for precious gems and ores that will be turned into products, leaving animals homeless and are forced to migrate to lands that they are not accustomed to. So what can technology do to resolve these problems? Well, now that we are in the age of information technology, there are a lot of people that we can reach through social media alone. We can spread contents like posters, photos, and videos that would catch the attention of Filipinos, which will hopefully make them be more aware of our wildlife and biodiversity. We could also spread information regarding how we can help our environment recover through infographics. They are easy enough to read and follow and are entertaining for most viewers. Being involved in advocacies, movements, and trends is a good thing because it encourages people to participate. Like the STS Zero Waste Advocacy, people may gain information regarding how to lessen their waste and hopefully be more conservative with what they consume. Technology itself will save our endangered species. Gadgets get innovated and are improved every year. With time, these devices will be able to better track and manage these species, which will help our environmental laws to be enforced more strictly. Our battle is not only limited about biodiversity or with the species themselves. It is the trifecta of industrialization, climate change, and education. We must force the big companies to care for the environment as they have the biggest impact to climate change. We must also combat illiteracy about our environment by normalizing efforts that help nature.